Yay, new camera! Yay, new setting! Yay, I have to stand up while making a video! Yay, this feels awkward. What was I gonna do? One of the things that I have heard the most ever since I started speaking out about mental illness is people asking me how they should handle someone else's depression. Meaning maybe they have someone in their family or a close friend who suffers from depression. So this video is for all those of you who don't suffer from mental illness themselves, but know someone who does. One of the most important things is to make them feel loved, to make them feel needed. It doesn't even need to be anything big. Just tell them you love them every now and then. Ask them how they feel. Just make them know that there's someone who cares. Because for a lot of people with depression, it kind of feels like no one fucking cares about us. However, when you ask them how they're feeling, do not pressure them into talking to you. Give them the feeling that you care, but do not, under any circumstances, put pressure on them. Let them come to you. And if they decide they want to talk to you about something, anything, listen. They probably don't even want you to respond. They probably don't want you to give any tips. They just need someone to listen. Someone to sit there, put a hand on their shoulder, listen, and maybe give them a hug. Give them little things to be happy about. Drop by and take them on a shopping trip. Drop by with chocolate. Drop by with their favorite movie. Just generally drop by every now and then and show them I'm here. I care. People with mental illness and depression tend to get stressed very easily. As a matter of fact, stress can be one of the main causes for depression. So if you know that someone who suffers from depression who is close to you is also currently under a lot of stress, try to make them feel less stressed. Whether that is helping them around the house, I don't know, clean their kitchen, vacuum for them, just so they can sit down for a moment and relax. Or, I don't know, if you have the money for it, take them to a spa day. Or if they're going through a lot of paperwork, help them with it. Personally, I'm currently going through a lot of paperwork, and let me tell you, it is stressful as fuck, and I wish there was someone there who would answer me all my questions instead of me sitting there and staring at a sentence that doesn't make sense, and me just thinking over and over again, oh god, how do I solve this? What is this? What do I have to do? And then I Google, and even Google isn't giving me the answers I need. So yeah, helping someone with stress is a very big relief. That is a very big relief for anyone, but it's an extra big relief for someone who struggles with their mind on a daily basis. If they miss a day at work or school, tell them you missed them that day. Sometimes they will tell you that they're not feeling particularly well, but they're not going into any sort of detail. And that is okay. And you have to give them the feeling that it is okay. Just tell them, if you want to talk about it, I am here. And if you don't want to talk about it, I am here too. People with depression go through phases. They have good phases and not so good phases, and times where they can barely get out of bed. Now that is a lot more black and white in people with bipolar disorder, manic depression, but it happens to people with regular depression too. So when you notice your friend is in a particularly bad phase, do not force them to get out of bed. Don't give them that whole being hyper motivational crap. Drop by at their house and with a lot of chocolate and just watch a movie. In those particularly bad phases, depressed people feel particularly stressed because those extra depressive phases usually happen when there's a lot of things going on, and then they're extra stressed. They're like, oh god, I have so much shit to do, but I can't handle this right now. All I want to do is just lay in bed and wait until it's over. And that's a shitty feeling, knowing you have so much to do and you just kind of can't handle it, you can't get up to do it. You feel useless, you feel lazy, you feel like a failure. Like, if someone would tell you you're just being lazy, you feel like, you know what, they'd probably be right. I am being fucking lazy, and that's really not the case. It's not something they can exactly help. So whatever they're struggling with during those extra depressive phases, help them with it to the best of your ability. Sometimes it's not possible for someone on the outside to help, but if it's possible for you to help, do it. Now, most of these things are very specific for depression or depressive disorders. However, the list of mental illness that a person can possibly have is very, very long and includes a lot more things than just depression. The best thing you can do to help someone who suffers from mental illness, be it a personality disorder, depression, schizophrenia, anything, the best thing you can do is listen. Show them that you're there. Make sure they know that they can talk to you about anything. Do not call them lazy, do not put pressure on them, and do not give them everything is going to be okay. Because honestly, this is the sentence that people with mental disorders hear the most. And at some point we just think, fuck you, I know it's not going to get better, at least not in the long run. For most people who have struggled with mental illness for a longer period of time, that sentence has completely lost its meaning. If there's anything that you feel I didn't cover in this video, please tell me so. Feel free to write me messages. I will link my Facebook link in the description below. If you have any questions, if you have someone close to you who suffers from mental illness and you do not know how to help them, feel free to message you. I will help you to the best of my abilities. Feel free to share and like my videos if you can relate or if you want to raise awareness of mental illness as a whole. I'll see you next time. Also, shout out to Steve for this awesome new camera that he just kind of gave me for free, and I really still can't believe that he did that, because this is a high quality camera, and thank you, Steve. And now that I have a good camera, all that I'm missing is a good microphone. And once I have that, I will be producing more content. Because, you know, when the content has higher quality, producing more content is a lot more fun.